That's right. We're starting off today's show a little old school. Those Post-it notes, even if I gotta tape it to my head so I don't forget to give Jason Waldron's daughter a shout out. Maya, hello, how you doing? And thanks for watching the channel. I appreciate that. That's great. I don't even know how old she is. She could be 4, she could be 40. I'm not quite sure, but thank you just the same for joining us. And a big thank you to a lot of you guys that watched our Coffee with Conti on Sunday. Oh my gosh, you probably looked at the upload, you got the notification and went, what? An hour and 16 minutes? But to me, that show felt like one of those YouTube live shows where you have all the questions. I had them in advance, but when I sat down and just started reading the answers and having a conversation with you guys, it felt like a live show, like I was just sitting having a conversation with you guys. So I really enjoyed that from my perspective. So thank you so much for the support. Thank you for all you knuckleheads that watched it in its entirety all the way through. You guys are crazy. I knew that. And I love that. I appreciate that. And many of you actually came back and later in the night and you either got in a chair or you hooked up the headphones, got on the treadmill, took a bike ride, whatever. And that was more of a listening vlog than it was a watching vlog. And it gives you, I guess it really gives you, because I wanted to share that, not so much for me and my customers, but more for the Corvette community. And it gives you that snapshot of really where the pulse of the marketplace is. That's the stuff that we will always share on this channel. So you get an idea what's going on. And I think a lot of you already knew, now you really know. So once you watch that video, there's a link down below in the description. Get past the first, I think it's like 12, 13 minutes was really predominantly C8 stuff. There's a lot of C8 order question status check for me, please. Yeah, there was a little bit of personal stuff in there. There was some tech talk with Chuck. And because of the response that you guys had in the Sunday Coffee with Conti format that we had, I'm going to change up my Tuesday video just a little bit. Always called it a quick tip from Rick. It's still going to be focused on that as far as Corvette ownership and operation. But the way that you guys were sending in your questions, tech concerns, troubleshooting, things like that, and we involved Chuck. Chuck is a great technician. He's a great friend, and we just have a blast with you guys on the channel together and all that. So what I'm going to do now on our quick tip from Rick, we're going to make it more like a Tech Tuesday, if you will. So you can continue. Email addresses up on the screen. Email me your tech questions, troubleshooting problems. I'll share them with Chuck. We'll read them on the vlog for you in hopes that the answer helps you in your particular situation, and ultimately it helps others within the Corvette community that happen to be watching our channel. But I'll tell you what though, I do love this kick back, relaxed vlog presence with you guys, but I gotta sit here in this chair because if I'm on my couch, I'm going to fall asleep on you. Hey, we do have a quick tip for you today, and we're going to involve Chuck. We've talked about this before, jumping your Corvette. Well, let's get more detailed into it. We had a guy in here recently that blew out some modules, although he thought he had hooked up the terminals correctly. Yes, there's a sequence when you put on the jumper cables and when you take them off. Today's quick tip from Rick, jumping your Corvette. It's good to be back in the normal flow of things. It is Tuesday. It is time now for a quick tip from Rick and my buddy Chuck, our Corvette technician here at Coughlin. And when he has cars come in for service, sometimes it generates conversations that we're going to have with you right now. Jumping your Corvette. C6s were notorious for, they still are, and always will be, for the batteries. I think somewhere, no one's ever admitted it, but I think somewhere there's a draw on that car. They're good for 21 days max, and if you don't have it plugged in, it is going down, man.
Well, a lot of with the C6s, because they're so electronically dependent, according to General Motors, anytime this car's keyed up, it needs to be driven a minimum of 20 minutes.
Correct.
To put back what you just took out.
Or you put strain on the battery.
Well, you're just straining the battery.
What was it, one time we had a lady that lived really close to work, and she kept going to work.
No, grocery store.
I mean, it was just a couple mile drive. She would get in the van. That was it? Okay, so 1 mile there, 1 mile back. And
every 30 days it was killing the battery.
Yeah, she's coming in, it's like, yeah, what's going on? Finally, you were the one that diagnosed it, why she was turning the car on. It just wasn't driving it enough to get that thing just to cycle.
It took about 25, 30 days to kill a fully charged battery driving at 2 miles.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, so not driving it, as we've talked about before in the channel, could be very, very hard on the car. So if you have a C6, you can still use the GM battery protection package, and it plugs in the center console. But yeah, in your center console C6, it is right here where you can plug in that battery protection package. This particular car, if you jump it wrong, can generate some other issues. And what happened with this car?
Any car for that matter.
Yeah, well, yeah, most certainly.
Yeah,
we're talking Corvette, but yeah, that's exactly.
Blow the module, but not just a C6, C4, C5, C8, C7, all.
Yeah, and we're not talking about reverse jumping. There's actually a process and a procedure in which you're hooking up the clamps.
Right. You should always hook the positive side up first, because if anybody's ever hooked one up, they notice that it sparks sometimes. So you always want the spark to be on the ground side. That way it sparks and goes to ground. If you hook it up, hook the ground side up first and then hook the positive side up and it arcs, who knows where it went. It probably went to that $1,000 module you just blew out.
Oh, all right. So this car right here, he did, and we'll show you the battery here in a second just to reiterate that. This blew out a module for the Bose speaker or the amp or something like that. That's going to be pretty costly.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at the battery just to remind you guys. So we're going to hook it up to jump it. What do you want to do, Chuck?
Okay, first thing you want to do is hook the positive lead up here first.
Okay.
That way, this is already on, and then when you hook the negative side up, it may or may not arc, but if it does, it's on the ground side and goes straight to ground.
Okay, so after you jump it, then what do you want to do?
After you jump it, you want to do the same way. You want to take this side off first, that way you disconnect it from the ground system, because once the ground's off, it's not in loop with the rest of the car, and then you're okay to take the positive off.
Okay.
But it's positive first, negative, then negative first, and positive.
Yeah, and we already know there's a ton of computers and modules in this car, and just by doing that wrong,
there's
generates
a possibility.
the arc. Oh, most certainly.
I mean, you may do it 9 times and be okay. The 10th time, it might get you.
Yeah. Now, if you reverse jump it.
Oh yeah, now we got a real problem.
Absolutely. And you got a lot of work.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Well, thanks for the tip. I appreciate it. Always good to see you, buddy.
You guys have a good day.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I lied. I can sleep anywhere, literally anywhere. Party going on, music blaring. Hey, you go about your way. If I'm tired, I'm not going to get in the way. Ricky's going to sleep right here, there, anywhere. Whatever it takes. It has nothing to do with Corvette. Hope you guys enjoyed the upload today. Did anybody get anything out of that? I think Chuck talked about some great points on how to hook up and unhook your battery when jumping your Corvette. Got a lot of fun tech tips coming for you every Tuesday. It's all about Corvette ownership and operation. And as we end every Tuesday vlog, it's about featuring some of your cool, man, oh my gosh, I say it every week, but it's true. Last week I didn't have you guys, so this week, yes, some great looking cars. Thank you for sending them in. Some of the stuff that I found too, all together, they are your beautiful rides. Check them out. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, thumbs up this video, make comments down below. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Cold start of my 2020 mid-engine Corvette. I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were the one.
you discover it is within each other to forgive and make amends. If I had known then, or what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you are the one. And I can't wait to see you again. Oh, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand